If I had access to your bank account tonight, this is exactly what I would do. The first thing that I would do, step one, is I would see the truth, not the fake story that you tell yourself, and not even a fake story that you would tell me, but what's actually happening in your account. And how would I see this? By pulling the last 30 to 60 days of your accounts. I would see where your money is actually going. Not where you would say it's going, not where you want it to go, and not where you think it's going, but where it actually went, line by line. And this would not be to judge you, it's just to bring awareness, because the truth is, many people don't know their numbers, and this is why they're stuck. So once you know what's going on, you can know what you need to do to change it. The next thing that we would do, step two, or I would do, step two, is I would cut leaks. Not everything, but anything that's not serving you. You know what I'm talking about. And I know you're shaking your head. But the truth is, there's a lot of things that are happening in our life that we just are brain fed that we need, and we don't really need it. You have to just live a life that is satisfying to you, not to anybody else, in terms of taking on random things and making random purchases that just does not serve your life, and you could very well do without it. Like the subscriptions. Guys, if you think I'm wrong, drop it in the comment below. But I don't think you need Prime Video, Netflix, and Hulu at the same time, even if they don't have the same shows. Guys, what are we doing? Like, you can literally pick one and watch the shows on that platform. Cancel it if you want and move on to the another one if you want to explore all of the shows. But yeah, those would have to go. Let's just do one. All right, those eating out every day, you eat out for lunch and then you eat out for dinner because you are sad and depressed that you don't have money. And then you spend the money that you have and you have less money. This is a cycle that is going to keep you stuck. And like I said, it's not about judgment, it's about becoming aware. So some days you just have to be depressed and go cook some food. And that's only if you want to get to the next level. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to take any of my advice. It's your money. Right? But the reason why you're watching this video is because you want to change your life. And you're not going to change your life if you don't change your habits. And we have to cut some of those eating out just until we get to that place where it's not keeping us stuck anymore. All right? The next thing is the random spending. I'm sad, so I gotta buy ice cream. I'm sad, so I gotta get another cup of coffee. I'm sad, so I gotta buy me some shirt. Even though you have 16 pieces of shirts in your closet and you're not wearing them. But every occasion you're buying something new. And I may be a little bit biased because I don't really like shopping that much. I mean, I kind of like it, but not really. So I may be kind of biased, but I hope you get the point. It's just these random spendings that are just leaking money, and you could very well wear that same outfit 12 times and style it different and nice, and it looks perfect. You're concerned about other people seeing you in the clothes that you bought and putting you on the internet because you're wearing your clothes that you bought. Come on, this is a different time. Like, we're not caring about what somebody thinks who is not helping us to get to that next level. All right, so we're not doing that whatsoever. We're cutting out those random expenses that are leaking your money and that are slowing you down. The next step, number 3, is we're going to organize everything. We all know that whenever things is chaotic, it makes us overwhelmed. Well, maybe I'm talking about myself. I need things to have order and structure. I cannot function in chaos. I cannot think in chaos. I need it to be clean. So we're going to organize, right? So when I look at your money, I'm going to organize fixed and variable expenses. We know the fixed expenses are most likely going to be the rent, right? And maybe the cable bill or phone bill is a fixed expense also, if it's not tied to the TV or something else that would run it up. But those are kind of our fixed expenses. If you're buying the same types of food, which probably would make sense, just to make sure that it's on a budget, your money, if the prices of foods are not in our control, so maybe the prices will fluctuate every single week or whenever you go shopping. So will you put that in the variable? Would probably put light and water and those things are not variable. But you get the gist. We separate those expenses so we know what we're working with. Then we have to separate the essentials and the non-essentials, because just like I mentioned in step 2, not everything is essential, and we have to separate them so we know, okay, if we take care of everything under the essential bucket and we just have to take care of half of the non-essential, we can take out that money to put into somewhere else, which I'm going to talk about, which would be the next step, creating a plan for yourself. All right. So in this next step, step 4, where we're creating a plan, in the ideal world, we want to pay ourselves first, right? Which means putting down money for savings and investings, and then we'll cover the bills. But just to keep it simple, we're going to cover the bills first. Make sure that we take out the money to cover all of the bills. No thing is being sent to collection. No debt is being ranking up as we're trying to clear off. And we just keep everything managed monthly, right? So we cover all the bills, then we take out some for savings, and then if we have debt, we take out some for the debt. We just want it to be a simple plan so that it doesn't complicate us and complicate the process. And it doesn't have to be a perfect budget, but it just needs to be one that works. One that you can look on, see what you need to do, and so that you can move on to the next step. Simple. Number 5, we're going to build a system. I used to think that discipline is the way to go, and in many instances, you have to be disciplined and you have to be consistent. But guess what? If you're in the wrong environment, your discipline will always fail. So you have to create systems that will make it easier for you to function. And what we're doing in the systems, we're checking in weekly. So why do I have to check my money every week? So that you know what's going on. We don't want subscriptions to leak up on us. We don't want to think we canceled a subscription just to find out it was not canceled and it's being charged. We are being billed for it every single month. We don't want somebody to potentially try to scam our accounts and the bank did not send us an email, and by the time you look, all of your money is gone and your account is negative. You don't want to have things taking money from you that you send in your account in overdraft and you're paying these overdraft fees and your account keeps going into negative and you're losing money that you don't have. Those are things that you avoid by checking weekly. Even if you don't suspect anything is going on, you're going to check in weekly and you're going to track consistently. Because once you get in the flow of doing it, it becomes automatic, right? You know what's going on. You're not surprised by anything. And if something does happen, you can catch it within due time to not make it escalate any further. The next step, step 6, final step, which probably should have been step 1, but we are here anyway. We move. Mindset shift that we have to create. I want you to understand that this is not about restriction. So whenever I'm going through this account and I'm telling you these things that you need to fix, it's not about restriction. It's actually about having control and peace. It's actually about feeling in control of your money and not just being blindsided and feeling stuck, because now you know what's going on and you can change it. You can fix it. You can get yourself on a plan. You can get yourself on track to get to the next level. Because if you are not in control of it, somebody else is in control of you. And even though I've mentioned many times in my video where I talk about do not quit your job to start a business. Use your job as a strategic leverage tool. And even if you lose the one that you have, go and find another one. If you need to find a better job, find a better job. But don't just think that you're going to quit your job and go start a business, because entrepreneurship is not easy. I just want you to know it's easy when you have something giving you stable money coming in every single month and you're building something on the side. You have a cushion. You can run more experiments. You don't have to worry about a roof over your head. It takes the pressure off it and you can take your time to build something very intentional, right? But when you're in control of your money, it gives you peace. It gives you control. You feel like you're not stuck and you can express your creativity in many ways. You just become in a flow. All right, so I just want you to not think about this as a restrictive standpoint, from a restrictive standpoint, but from a control and peace standpoint. And if you don't know where to start, I created a 30-day reset exactly for this, to walk you through this process, to help you with structure and accountability, and to help you execute, to make sure that you execute it, because sometimes we fall off because we don't have anybody supporting us, and I will be there walking through it. So if that sounds interesting to you, check the link in the description below and you can sign up for my reset. All right, but if you're not going to sign up for the reset. At least take these 6 steps. They will still help you to get to the next level. But I mean, I'm sure the reset will get you there even more efficiently. But anyways, if we haven't met before, I'm Khrista-Lee, and I talk all things investing in you. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I see you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you find value here. I really put my all into my content to make sure that you get the best value. And so that you can actually use tangible tips to improve your life as we're investing in ourselves. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share this to anybody that it could benefit. And if you're watching my channel and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Until then, let's go make some mistakes. Bye.